Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome back to another Xbox 360 World of Tanks replay. Today I'm in the ISU-152. That's a tier 8 Soviet tank destroyer. I'm running solo today and we're on steps. So we got the south spawn. I have a little look to my left initially. That's where I tend to go if I'm in something a bit more armoured or a heavy or maybe a medium. Maybe a more heavily armoured tank destroyer. I'd normally go the other way, but I fancy mixing it up. I thought I'd try the other way. And it turns out to be a pretty decent round. I like this one because it's a nice little bit of sort of team play support between me and this KV-4 coming up next to me. Which isn't something you see too often really when you're playing with randoms. I think a lot of people don't really expect too much help from their teammates. They normally expect people to play pretty selfishly, but this turned out to be quite a good partnership. And it seems to be a common thing in this tank where I go off to one flank and think that I'm going to have a terrible round. I'm already starting to look at the map and worry about how few people have come this way. I've got a KV-4, we've got the Tiger P, but he's sitting back a bit and he's only tier 7. And no one else is really coming over. They've all gone down the other side. KV-4's getting stuck in though. So as soon as I see that not many people are coming, I decide I'm not going to push too far up. Because if I push too far up, I'm just going to get annihilated in this tank. It can't really eat shots. It's only going to bounce them off the off of the gun mantlet. And get a bit lucky with the shot there. I thought that one was going to drop low, but it managed to just take him out. And I think that helped us a lot. Get rid of that light tank early on means I can get back in cover behind these bushes. So I'm really trying to use these bushes to keep myself camoed as much as possible. And get a nice big hit on the Tiger P. I think in this kind of situation where you've only got a couple of you fighting against a lot of tanks, it's critical to try and get off some early damage, some early big shots like that. Because it scares the Jesus out of them and they're not going to... They suddenly decide they're not going to push quite so aggressively because that guy just lost most of his health to one shot. Let's go for the T-32. I was kind of hoping that one would drop down and hit him in the hole, but it took his track. If it hit his turret, I don't think he would have done a lot. They've got a ridiculous turret on the T-32, but he's just kind of sitting behind that ridge, and there's not really a great shot on. Try for the Tiger 2, but I think he's a little bit too angled there, and that one just ricocheted off. But what I'm pleased with is this KV-4, so he's sitting... I expected him to just kind of charge around the corner and get killed quite quickly, but he's actually been pretty sensible. He's sitting back and he's waiting for them to come round, and that means that they're getting pulled out and I can fire on them. So go for the Tiger 2, but that one misses. Bit of bad luck with the RNG there. Unfortunately, there goes a shot that I could have put nicely into the side of him. But the rest of the battle seems pretty even at the moment. We've got a bunch of guys camping the flag, which I never like, but what can you do? Muck up that shot there. And could have done with maybe holding that shot to wait for him to get side on here and get the easier shot, because I really wanted to scare him off and not let him get any damage on this on our KV-4. There we go. Now this guy's scared. He's backing off. Still trying to use these bushes as much as I can. These guys can damage me pretty easily. There we go, get the kill. But I'm getting unspotted pretty easily thanks to getting rid of that light tank right at the beginning. They have to really push around this corner to try and spot me with these bushes here. So if I just keep shuffling about, moving left and right a bit, even when I'm unspotted, if they go for a blind shot, then they'd have to be pretty lucky to hit me. A little bit of a wild shot there and bounces off, unfortunately. Can't score them all. Again, would have been perfect if I'd waited and then just put that shot into him, but there you go, that's the game. Can't shoot everything perfectly. And there we go, get the kill shot on the Tiger P. So now I think it's just the T-32 scrapping down there with the KV-4, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. This STA-1 seems fairly preoccupied with my teammate, and I don't mind that at all. So I'm really not sure why he doesn't turn any attention to me. He probably could. I'm not sure what the damage is on the STA-1, but he probably could have taken me out in a couple of shots, I'm guessing. Not sure how much damage that tier 7 was really doing to him, but instead he circles that guy, doesn't even point his gun at me, and he pays the price for it. He's taken out in 2 shots. And all of a sudden, a battle that I thought was going to be lost from us having hardly anyone on this side has suddenly turned round. I think it would have been, well, I don't think our team would have lost, but I probably would have been killed if that this guy on my right hadn't been there to intercept that STA-1. Don't manage to get the snapshot away in time on the T-32. Well, I've already had 7 damaging shots, pretty pleased with that. I think that's about it for me in this game, so I'm just going to spin on till we get to the end here. So here's the post-battle results. We had 33,000 silver, 2,000 XP, mastery 99%, although that seems quite low XP, so that was probably on the reset day. And we'll have a look at the more in detail stuff. We got 3,500 damage, 4 kills for the T-32 below me as well, and there's that KV-4 up at the top with a pretty decent amount of damage and spotting damage as well. I'm surprised he didn't have more spotting damage really from all the shots he was helping me get, but I guess they were probably in my spotting range as well, so those points would be split. So yeah, it's another example of what the BL-10 can do. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, think about dropping a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that, or subscribing if you're not already. And yeah, thanks for watching. We're the big guys. I'm Ben, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.